Warning, this is a very graphic video. This is Ego. He was just neutered. The content you'll see next contains graphic, bloody images, so if you're squeamish, please stop here. I found Ego like this after his neuter surgery. It looked like he was bleeding out post-surgery. Here's another image. So I rushed him to the emergency vet and they took him in right away. That's just some of the blood in the kennel after we changed the blanket out. The emergency vet said he had no idea what he was looking at and recommended I take him back to the vet that did the neuter surgery. So they brought Ego back out. This was the same day Tori and Jade got fixed. They waited in the car while I got Ego back. And this is what it looked like after they brought him back. It looked much better, but I needed to find out from the vet why it looked like that because after putting 1,200 kittens through surgery, I had never seen this much bleeding. The emergency vet was concerned that he wouldn't be able to pee because of all the swelling and bruising, so I dropped Tori and Jade off at home and took Ego back to the vet that neutered him. While I waited, they cleaned him off and gave him an antibiotic injection for good measure. The vet came out and explained that while rare in kittens, this is a completely normal occurrence. He said that during neuter surgery, when they take the testicles out, the blood vessels are supposed to close off on their own, but sometimes they don't close off right away. And when they don't, it forms a hematoma, which is a pooling of blood, which is why we saw so much blood when we checked on Ego after his surgery. The bleeding stops on its own, as it did with Ego, and he was completely normal by the next morning. So it looked scary, but it actually wasn't a big deal at all. The vet said that the only reason bleeding is a concern with pets is because people have carpet, and in most other animals, such as cattle and horses, they just let them bleed after castration and neuter surgery. So it's considered natural and normal. He said we'll likely encounter this again because we do so many kittens, and with potentially even more bleeding. This is what Ego looked like after he saw the vet and they cleaned him off. You can see the blood has dried and he has stopped bleeding. This goes to show that in kitten rescue, even when you think you've seen it all, you haven't. It's humbling. I hope you learned something new because I did, and I'm just happy Ego is fine.